don't use the video anyway. I just use it for the audio.
So you just want to see me.
Hello.
Also, can you smell me?
I can.
It's like a citrusy.
I like it.
Doesn't that smell good?
It does good.
They based it off of Loki.
Loki, the character? All right.
Yeah.
Oh, and welcome to this week's episode of Chasing the Whimsy. I'm your host, Ben, and you are now smelling Courtney.
Yeah. Hi. Smell-o-vision.
That's so funny. Because we do record, the website I use does have a camera option, and I figured since we're recording it, might as well.
Yeah. See what I look like in 10 years if I'm even alive.
Right? You never.
Maybe a car will get me again.
There's this. I wouldn't even call it a midlife crisis, but there's this.
I'm having an everyday life crisis.
There was an episode 98. We went through some whys, and in my why, I had a semi-revelation after a brief breakdown of why. Because I was thinking, like, why do I do a podcast? Like, why do I insist on recording different stories and everything else? And one of the things I came to the conclusion that I think there's an importance to gathering stories, telling stories, and just recording a bunch of stuff. I don't know what the importance of it is yet, but that's one of the reasons why I record the video. No one will ever see it, but you become big and famous. I become big and famous. We celebrate 10 years. Let's look at 10 years back.
Master criminal mastermind. I actually have her on video. And then, like, when I'm in prison, you can send me commission.
Right? Or or you go, like, change your look, and they're like, well, what did she look like before? You try to scrub the internet of who you are. I
get in an accident so bad they have to, like, do facial reconstruction. I'm like, make me look like Aubrey Plaza. And then you're like, this is what this bitch actually looked like.
Because, like, maybe I just, this is my sinister way of, like, deep faking you. Yeah. I'm going to use these images to AI generate a channel for you now.
I have my own channel.
That is weird. That is creepy. But do you watch SNL? Saturday Night Live?
No. I watched the Arby Plaza ones, but, you know.
Okay.
I don't regularly watch it.
So I
don't really watch TV.
Do you watch clips of them?
Like if I see it on Facebook or something, on Reels. So
they're celebrating 50 years.
Right.
So I'm fascinated by documentaries where they have like 30, 40-year-old footage of behind the scenes stuff. Yeah. So that's all the reason why I keep all the extra stuff. Just last night, like 3 hours, I have the P4 recorder, the H1, the H4, and the P8 recorder. So I have 4 different recorders that have various versions of podcast on there. So I took them all and I put them all on an external hard drive. Right. It took me 3 hours to download like 100 gigs worth of like video audio stuff.
Like how much do you pay for like cloud services?
So I'm super frugal. Because I'm still doing everything on a budget. Right now, I'm only paying an extra, like, I think it's like $10 a month for a terabyte of cloud data.
From where?
Apple?
Well, I pay for, like, Google One storage because, like, I'm going to show you this because it is literally insane. So, like, right now, I pay for 200 gigabytes just on my main email account. Right. Google Photos, 126 gigabytes.
That's a lot of photos.
I do be taking, like, it's all cats.
Yeah.
It's all cats. And, like, it's the same photo, just, like, a slightly different angle. And I'm like, I need all of these, actually. I never go back through. Like, right now, I pay $30 a year. And, like, the next one up is $100 a year for 2 terabytes.
Which is a lot of terabytes.
I'm gonna need that.
Yes.
Because it's like 90%.
I have, like, I understand the value of cloud data, right?
Yeah.
Like,
you can have your own cloud system too.
I've looked into it, but I don't know how to set it up.
There's YouTube videos on it. I saw something about it a while back. And it made it seem like easy.
It did seem easy, but it was like I have to get a couple of hard drives.
Right.
And then but then I wonder if my internet goes out, do I lose? But no. It's all on the hard drive, but now I'm pulling in from it somewhere. I don't know.
It's in the cloud.
But I can create my own real estate of the cloud.
Yeah.
In theory.
Basically, yeah.
I looked into it. So baby steps.
Yeah. Like have one of those like you know how when criminals, they've got like a police raid happening and then like you just see like a few towers of shit. And they're like, we need all of these. You know, just have one of those.
Let's do it.
Liam's old room, just full of whatever the tower things
Sorry,
are.
kids. You can't have that section of the room because we have server towers.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'll be your cloud system in Michigan.
I rent out one of the garages.
Yeah, one of them, yeah.
And you got we cut down on heating because
it's cold.
It's cold out there. We could totally do that.
Yeah.
That's how Amazon makes the majority of their money.
Yeah.
Through cloud services.
Give me $5 a month and I'll be your cloud system.
But that's exactly what the Amazon does. Is a lot of it's government contracted stuff. But they're like, we'll do a contract. You're going to give me $1 billion a year, and I'll hoard all your data.
I got an acre of land, Ben.
Let's do it. It's going to be like the new Waco.
I'm going to be like the fucking cloud system dealer in the area. God.
And then, okay, now real quick. You have access to terabytes upon terabytes, octobytes.
Yeah.
Do you go in there and start looking at people's stuff?
Maybe. It's like I have a contract written like I can go through anything and everything that you put in my cloud system.
Because I got to protect myself.
It's not criminal activity.
I need to make sure there's no kitty on, no CP on there.
I only have hot women be like my subscription, and I'm like, what kind of shit do you look at? Or like what do you have on here?
Like the official OnlyFans.
Yeah. I have my own Reddit subreddit thing where it's like, I own a cloud system and these are the photos that women put on there.
That is awesome.
But like highly illegal, I think.
You write it in the contract, it says.
Yeah. Nobody reads terms and conditions.
Like, who was it? Disney. Did you hear what Disney did?
Yeah, where you can't sue them.
You can't sue Disney because you have
you die because you have a subscription and you approved it.
Your Disney Plus account. On page 39, subsection B, paragraph 8, says that if you visit the park and you were to die, you can't sue us.
That is insane. But, like, I think, wasn't it, like, either the wife or the husband was doing it, so, like, it technically didn't count or something?
But that's just dirty.
Yeah. That is so fucked up.
Because no one reads those terms and conditions.
Right. Like, number one, why would I think of any park activity when I'm doing a Disney Plus account to watch the fucking shows? Like, that's just inviting the opportunities of piracy. So
we take from them, you do the cloud service, and you do whatever you want with that content.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That says, okay, so maybe
anything that you put in my cloud system, I own.
Or we need a little bit of integrity. It's now virtual storage unit. That says if you default on any payment, that now becomes void and property of mine.
Yeah. And you have to pay me to get it back.
How cool that...
I just lock you out of all of your systems when you, like, become bankrupt. And I'm like, Ben.
I would watch that Storage Wars. Of, like, we're now auctioning off...
it's like a fucking 30 by 30 thing of... This is all Ben's.
Or it's all digital, right?
You have like a super fan online where they're like $1 million,
right? But it's one of those things where, like, because you need to keep your servers, but you just get rid of the data. So you're like, we're now auctioning off, Cyber Ninja 37's access to the cloud.
Yeah.
You bid on it, and then people are like, oh, let's double click and open it up, and then you're like. Cat videos for days, or CP, or like shady trade deals, crypto. You find someone's Bitcoin account,
taking all of it.
Like it sounds.
I love
stupid.
how we're talking about this on the podcast, and everybody's probably like, I don't know these people actually.
This is a thing that can happen.
I swear to God, I'm bantering. This isn't real at all.
Wink.
This isn't me.
We're not that far. We're not that far away. The advancements in technology, in AI, all of it, everything is on digital. Yeah,
like you die, and then like, let's say fucking Liam or the baby, like they're growing up, and they're like, I want to see my dad again.
Right.
And then like I just take all of the videos and everything of storage cloud thing, make it a little AI. Maybe at that point they have like the lab grown humans that like you can. I think it was like on a
Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Black Mirror
just
season 1.
You And like it takes all of that data, puts it into this little fake person, robot thing.
Episode 3, husband dies, wife doesn't know how to grieve.
So she buys the husband.
So she buys a robot that has access to...
I don't even think it's a robot. I think it's like an actual person. Because like they came in like that plastic wrap fucking shit.
So that you...
And she had to like, I think she had to like sprinkle in electrolytes or something into the water or like a bath.
Okay, like a clone.
Yeah.
You get a blank clone.
Puts all that shit right into your mind.
And she downloads all of his emails so it can learn how he was via the text.
And then she just keeps him up in the attic?
Because you can't kill it.
This kid doesn't know.
I wish...
Be like, oh yeah, this is my roommate. You actually don't look like him.
Black Mirror has it, man. Like, there's some creepy...
There's some fucking weird shit, but, like, it could absolutely come true at some point in the future.
Back in the 90s, cloning was a thing.
Yeah.
Like, everybody had to assure everybody that we're not cloning any... There's still... I guarantee you, people are still cloning.
Absolutely.
When's the last time you heard of Dolly the Sheep?
I think it's only people. That's the bad thing. But, like, I know I read about it a very long time ago, but, like, basically, it's, like, slices of brain, like, lab-grown brain, and, like, they have it do things, like, so it's basically kind of like a machine, and then when they're not... So you can pay a place to, like, basically have it do things for you. And when it's not doing things, they basically have it to where, like, it's a virtual kind of reality thing, and they're all butterflies. And people are, like... So, like, the implications of that, like, do they think they're the butterfly, like, flying around, and then they just have to go do a job?
Right.
And then it's like, well, that's basically what we do. So are we... fake, and this is just our reality of what our makers are doing? It's
the simulation.
Yeah.
It's Matrix simulation theory.
Yeah, it is. I had to stop. I'm like, I don't think so. I would believe so, but like,
yeah,
that's a little crazy. So I'm gonna stop looking at this.
Right.
And, go back to cat videos or whatever.
Right, because you're a programmer.
That's my day off of watching TikToks.
Your programmer's like becoming too self-aware. Boom, cat video, new girl, distraction.
Yeah, she won't remember a thing. But yeah, like, that's literally insane. Because, like, I think, whatever, that's, I think, still the thing. Like, the place that you can rent these fucking spaces out of a brain slice.
Who knows? I don't know.
Insane.
It's all crazy. But we are on the road to 100, episode 99.
Yeah. Gotta have a lesbian. Bring it in for...
We got you.
100.
So, as we approach 100, it's good to know that we got hundreds of hours of recordings.
Yeah.
We got hundreds of hours of random one-person video.
And then kitchen guy in there.
Right! Oh my god. I'm gonna do so much stuff. Moving. Yeah.
My boy.
Yeah. And then we got Kitschy on the table. So, we've been looking backwards a lot as we approach 100. The who's, the what. Mm-hmm. And we gotta...
I know. I figured it out. I'm not an idiot. Fuck, my phone's too big.
Because I don't know. Today's episode kind of fell apart. Liam and I were going to do something. We were going to do the W's of Whimsy to get to 99.
Yeah.
And then we realized that win is a stupid W. So we had to scrap W. So I'm like, now we're an episode short. We were going to have a guest and play some games. He had some family stuff going on, so he had to cancel. Understandable.
I, of course, came late.
Right? And then I was like, so everything's falling apart. But trying to keep with the theme. I'm a big sucker for a theme. Liam was like, 5 weeks ago, he's like, yeah, we can do this theme. So now, episode 99, I can't just phone it in.
Right.
Even though we're kind of phoning it in.
Yeah.
But we're going to look back at, let's start with you. You in
the early days.
In the double digits.
When I was fresh out of my accident and like...
You had a girlfriend, boom, we don't have a girlfriend.
I love my girlfriend so much. We're so in love, and then boom, break up.
Because you're broken. And she's like, I can't hang out with this anymore.
Yeah.
Then
a cripple for the rest of my life? No.
Right. Then you came on.
Yeah.
We talk about your accident, loneliness.
Grandpa dying, then the other grandpa dying.
You're moving.
I have a house. I'm a homeowner.
So in 100 episodes, You've
A
seen
lot of shit.
a complete reinvention.
Yeah.
Are you still lonely, or has there been any updates in the
I would say I have a girlfriend. She doesn't know it, but like I have a girlfriend.
progress though?
Yeah. Have I met her? No.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
That is like,
And I have no chance of running into her randomly
ah,
because, you know, she lives
not
an
around.
hour away. So like I can be weird as fuck out here in these streets.
I just
She
think it's
won't know.
I just think it's so cool that
Yeah.
within 100 episodes we get to see an entire collapse.
A collapse of my entire being. Rock bottom, had a basement. And now I'm at least on the first floor.
I mean, just like a reinvention, like a legit breakdown physically, mentally.
Multiple breakdowns.
And now we're like, look at, we came out the
Look
other
at
side.
me.
Episode 101.
I love living. Suicidal? Not anymore. Life is worth living. Oh my god.
Like, I didn't think about it until just
I
now.
doubled my cats. 4 to 8. Would have had 9, but one died also during that time.
Like, this might be like the hidden success story
Yeah,
of the first 100.
right.
Oh.
I have my cat's balls in a jar at my house.
Spiders,
Crazy.
robots for moving.
A lot of tarantulas died.
Yeah.
So that was so much fun.
Yeah, that is so crazy. We should do like a documentary of your year.
That would be a lot of shit.
Do you have a lot of pictures of when you were broken? Like, did anybody take? Like, I think there might be a handful of you in the hospital.
Yeah, so I have a few where like I still had blood in my nostrils and fucking shit everywhere, and like I was on the ventilator, like you know, on the bed, and I'm like, that must have been pretty fresh, you know, when I was still in the ICU. And then I've got one like flipping the fucking camera off. I vaguely remember that memory.
So there
Yeah,
are,
I have some photos.
okay.
I have like where Michelle's whole family came over because it was like her sister's graduation or
Right.
something. So like they were like, we gotta include Courtney. So they all came and like took a photo with me when I was in the hospital. Yeah.
We should do a big documentary. Go to her and be like, "Hey, she's blowing up right now. Can you go ahead and give us a quote on why?"
Why did you break up with her?
Right?
Are you gay?
Is it? Did you break up with her because she's broken? And
Yeah.
like,
And because you're ableist? Or what is it?
what are your
Because
feelings?
she did give us some detail.
How do you feel about being a person who just gives up on somebody at their
when
worst?
they're already bad.
So
How hard did she ask you to come to the hospital on her birthday before you said, yeah? Brought at least McDonald's.
because every documentary needs a villain.
Yeah.
Because we have a hero
Right here.
rebuilt, clawed her way back. May or may not have a date coming up this week. You have not had a date since the accident. No.
No. Well, like, I was in therapy. My therapist moved to a new place, and I'm like, why are you leaving me, Jennifer? I have abandonment issues.
You know this. You've diagnosed me.
You know me, actually. And so, like, it's crazy because I went a little crazy, okay? Because, like, our last appointment was her last day. And I was like, because she didn't tell me exactly, like, if she was moving out of state or if she was just, like, no longer coming here and, like, going to another place. I found, like, her therapist, like, ID number thing.
Okay. Some some single white female type shit.
Yeah. And then, like, I found that she is going, like, to a new practice in Scottsdale. And so I'm like, should I just show up there and be like, Jennifer, it's me. Hi. I didn't know you'd be here. Yeah.
But she went somewhere else. Couldn't you just? I mean, you drive out there to see her. Right?
Yeah, I would. I love her. She knows me. And, like, then I have to, like, because obviously I'm moving this year. So,
Right.
like, it's like a jump in the air of when.
You can't zoom
So
in.
I'm like,
Isn't that a thing now?
yeah. But, like, the thing is, like, I don't want to tell my whole life story to a different person because
Right.
she recommended me to somebody else that was, like, at the same place that
Doctor,
she was.
no good. Not as good.
But then she was like, I'll have them reach out to you. Nobody reached out to me. And
She should know.
I
Like,
know.
if you're going to commit somebody else, they need to commit to me.
Yeah, right. And so, like, I'm like, well, if I'm moving within probably the next 6 months, maybe, like, why would I tell my whole life story to some person for, like, 4 months and then move and then have to get a brand new therapist in Michigan. So I'm like, I should be fine. No. I should have just gotten a whole new therapist right then and there, same day. Set me up an appointment.
Right.
So yeah, now I'm like, should I just go back to Jennifer and be like, hey girl,
zoom in from Michigan.
It's been crazy.
But you're okay now? You're sleeping?
I'm sleeping.
You're back at work?
I'm back at work.
Again, we may or may not have a date.
Very ouchies.
Yeah.
My God.
Oh, you had an update on your wrist surgery?
Yeah, so I had my wrist surgery in December, but they had me in a splint cast thing for 5 weeks. No movement, obviously.
Oh, you should have timed it. You should have taken your leave, come back, got the surgery, and need another 5 weeks.
I know. And so, like, my wrist hurts, my dude. And then, like, so obviously I can still go through pain management. And so, like, one of my pains is, because I broke my pelvis in half. I didn't know it because I only thought they had like the chain link fence basically like in the pelvis keeping them together. They also have one right at the base of my back screwed in so then they're, together. I got a whole bunch of pain back there and I didn't even put 2 and 2 together because like I saw that nail randomly in there. I'm like, what the fuck is that for? Nobody was like explaining it to me.
How much metal do you have inside you?
A lot. In my knee
only. Have you flown since the accident? Because you lost pics on the plane.
No, I didn't lose pics on the plane. I lost my fucking
your Pokemon Go
thing. And then my aunt went and bought me the same day we landed. She went and got me one at Target.
Nice.
I'm like, thanks. I don't have to pay $50 for it again. But yeah, so I have like the one screw in there, and like, oh my God, hurts all the time. And like I didn't put 2 together. Like, oh, that's from the screw that's in there. And then like I have a lot of arthritis everywhere. So I've been doing like pain injections in my back. Weren't too bad. And then they're like, well, to get like more lengthy pain relief, we can do an ablation, basically burning, the nerve endings, whatever. But to do that, you have to do like a 2-parter test thing to like make sure that it would work, for you. So basically like they just go in and numb it for a few hours and you go and do whatever the fuck and see if you get pain relief. The first time, no. Oh my God, I think he went way too close to the nerve and like my back hurt in that exact spot for like a week and a half. Couldn't do shit.
I thought we were trying to take the pain away, guys.
Yeah. And then they were like, did you get any pain relief? No, girl, it made it worse. And she was like, well, what about the other places? Because they did like 3 on each side. So like a total of 6. Mm-hmm. They're like, okay, well, what about like the other places that they did? I'm like, I don't fucking know. The pain from the one overruled any kind of pain relief I would have had.
Isn't that like that's like you see it in movies all the time? Like if I have pain, I have to find something that hurts more to offset the other pains.
Yeah.
So I don't know about your other pains.
I got a lot.
But there's only one.
Yeah. So they're like, okay, well, do you want to try it again? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, well, I'll just put you down for pain relief. And I'm like, thanks, girl. And so it was right before I came back to work. I had scheduled for the second one. Oh my God, that one was perfect. I was like, hell yeah, my back does not hurt. And like it was I think the day or the day after that I built the little tote storage thing with my mom's ex-boyfriend because like I don't know anything about woodworking. Like cutting wood, what the fuck, like, and then like a 2x4, it's not actually 2 inches by 4 inches, because like they put in for like the drywall. I'm like, if you're telling it to be a 2x4, it better be 2 inches by 4 inches. Why the fuck is it 1.5 and 3.5 inches? Huh?
Maybe it wasn't a 2x4, it was a 1.5 by 3.5.
But why won't they call it that? So like obviously I'm dummy when it comes to that, and he at least knows wood shit, and so like he helped me. It looks amazing. First of all, I did a good job for being ripples, but like that day
you're just training for when you rebuild.
No back pain.
Very nice.
Oh my God. And so like now the next one I get to do the ablation, and like I've been awake for all of them, like of them doing it. They're like, yeah, so you probably do want to be sedated for that because we're burning shit back there. And I'm like, yeah, do that. But yeah, like, it's just been one thing after another. Wrist still hurts.
But happier for like weirdly better?
Yeah, I'm happier. Obviously, I can't be sad about it because, then the thoughts come back. So I can't do that. I gotta do something at all times of the day. So I'm not alone with my thoughts.
Right? Because then you sound like me. Like,
then I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh my god.
Y'all are gonna have like a little like celebrating my life.
And a bunch of people like, who was she?
Sharon. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Oh.
I need like a big poster board of my face, like my ID photo of just. Because at least I look hot during that time of my life. I wasn't broken.
Right.
Or just have King Princess. I look like her. Well, technically, she looks like me because I was born first, but, not saying it.
Is that your doppelganger singer?
Doppelganger, yeah. The hot lesbian woman.
That's so funny.
Who I met, and I got a photo with her.
Have you talked to Celine?
Not in a while, that bitch. Celine, I hope you're listening to this bitch because, girl, I've been trying to hang out with you for months. And I was like, well, we could go to the movies. And she's like, well, I don't know if there's anything good out. And I'm like, here's some options. No text.
You didn't even try, lady.
The last text that I got from her was the 30th.
Yeah, I texted her back and was like, do we not want to do this?
Because she went to a King Princess concert with me, and that was in my memory.
Look how young.
Look how little I look.
Look how young
We're
you
babies. For the photo. We're babies. And, she at least kind of, smiled and, just a no cheat shit. I look exactly the same in the photos. And she's like, you can do something else? I'm like, I don't know. I don't take photos. So, yeah. Oh, and then that same day, same concert, whatever. So I had an anxiety attack going in the group of people, at the stage. And I was so mad because I got right in front. Had a panic attack. So I'm like, we got to go up to the balcony thing.
So you can't do general admission floor seats?
At that time, I couldn't. Okay. I didn't know about it
right.
Until I almost passed the fuck out with 3 people around me.
Like, you know one of the stories where you passed out and the singer brings you up and is like, hey, baby, you all right?
Are you okay? Give me a kiss. I'll be all right.
I should sit over there on stage.
Yeah. And so, I paid for Selena. Obviously, I'm not going to have Selena pay for it.
Yeah.
It was $80 per person to go up to the balcony. I'm like, whatever, here's my card.
Right.
I'm paying for it. Don't even worry about it, Selena, because
right.
It's not your fault. And so we were up on the balcony, and there was a little group of I think 3 people next to us, and they asked for us to take a photo of them. I didn't understand what the fuck they were saying because when there's multiple sounds and people talking, I don't know what the fuck is happening. And so they were just like, photo? I'm like, yeah. And so, I was waiting for them to fucking look, and Celine was like, take the photo. I'm like, they're not fucking looking. Why would they want a photo of them not fucking looking at the camera? I didn't understand until I, just took the photo for them, gave it back, and they kind of, were a little weird with me, and I'm like, okay, bitch, I just took your photo. Celine was like, they asked you to take a candid photo. And I'm like, that's why they weren't looking. So, yeah, that also, ooh.
I'm going to give Celine another 6 months before I give up.
I know. I'm like, I'm going to be moved by the time you want to hang out with me.
Does she talk to anybody else?
I don't know.
All right.
I'm going to text her right fucking now.
Yeah. Be like, hey, listen to episode 99. We yelled at you. Episode 99. A lot of stuff. We've done a lot of stuff. We did a lot of stuff in 100 episodes. Patreon, merch, guests. We went places. It was a good I look back at 100 episodes, a year and a half. I'm very happy with it. Oh, I think we've accomplished more than most people.
I'm not going to lie. When, you were kind of debating the whole thing, I was like, this is going to be something he takes up for a few months and then it's just going to fizzle out to nothing. I'm very proud of you for keeping to it and doing a lot of different things with it.
Live streams.
You got the fucking gaming, the live streams, the podcast, the whimsy Zers, whatever the fuck that was or is. I don't know these generations. But yeah, there's a lot of things.
Right?
You've put a lot of effort into this. This should go on your resume.
100%. I guarantee. I bring it up with Liam, and I bring it up with the Z Kids, and I'm like, do you put that you podcast on your resume? And they're like, no. 100%. This is on my resume.
I'm gonna have you add it to my resume.
Yeah, because I get really addicted. Yeah. So it's like, okay, he would have done all these things, but would have fizzled out before the end of the year. Yeah. No, I'm still going. Yeah. We're going to Fan Fusion. Yeah. You're going to be my camera person?
Yes.
which is gonna be super cool. So we need to talk about that eventually. I need to know what equipment, if any, I need.
Yeah, you should also go on to the Game On one because that's the one I'm going to, and the other Baldur's Gate 3 people are there, and I'm getting Megara.
When is that?
I think April something. Hold on, let me check.
I'll go to that.
It is April 4th, that whole weekend. So 4th, 5th, and 6th.
And you're going all 3 days?
No, I'm going on Sunday. And I have basically like the voice actors for Minthara. You can like pre-order like photo ops and shit. I don't know if it's different because like when we went to Game On, maybe last year, I think it was, me and Darius. Like we had I was in the Shadowheart line for fucking hours.
Yeah.
So like I don't know what the difference is because I didn't see anything for a photo op for them last year. So I don't know how that works. Or if they're doing autograph shit there too. I don't know.
Like you could pay for like the guaranteed signing, and then there's the normies that get to stand in line. So you get like a fast pass basically.
Well, so they didn't have that last year. And so like I don't know how the fuck that works because like it was basically like when it gets closer to the date, we're going to like tell you the times that your appointment is going to be at. But I'm like,
maybe they're bigger now.
Well, like Baldur's Gate 3 was huge at the time. I don't know.
Cons are doing them, but I don't know. Who knows?
It's weird. But yeah, Game On, I fucking loved that one. Because I've also been to Fan Fusion. But like, I was in my Spider-Man suit and the shoes on that thing hurt. So like, I was kind of killing myself internally. But the Game On one was pretty fun.
All right, I'm going to look at it. Yeah. I'll reach out and be like, hey, can I get a press pass?
Yeah. And then, well, I mean, I've already paid for mine. But the tickets aren't, because right now it's like the early bird special shit.
Very
so,
cool.
like, it's not
I'll look at it.
Bad.
Worst case, I'll go out there for a day.
Yeah.
Wednesday, I can Game On. Because I do plan on hitting more cons this year.
Yeah. Yeah, like right now.
You should come to TuesCon. You would totally get that crap. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's a sci-fi convention.
And I guess Tony Hawk is also going to be at Game On. So, like, they've got the fucking, like, signature on a Funko Pop. $131. No fucking thank you. I have his game.
Yeah.
From fucking early 2000s. So like I think I'm okay. Like maybe I'll see him.
Maybe we'll
that'll be
maybe I'll try to get a candid with him in the background. Oh well, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't plan on. Do you see me stopping anywhere anytime soon?
Of this?
Yeah.
No.
This is Ben now.
My other wife, and she's like me. I love it.
That's awesome. So one of the things that we built some stuff. We're gonna end 99 with a random game. We didn't do this last time you were here because we fell down your moving rabbit hole. But we're gonna whimsy gauntlet you. I have 7 questions. This was an idea that I pitched to Kelly and Megan. Mm-hmm. They liked it. J. Sarge Liam played. A couple people played. You showed me Pokemon Human with Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
So this is a game that we could totally market.
Okay.
This could be a Patreon gift sometime this year. Come up with a bunch of different games. The idea is that we're going to play this while we're all drunk or hanging out partying.
Yeah.
Or just a small gathering of families. So we're still testing it a little bit. But we're gonna let you run the gauntlet. We have 7 questions. They get harder as they go.
Okay.
You can tap out if you want, but you'll be the first one to tap out.
Do I have like 3 strikes or something?
Nope. 7. They're easy, but get progressively harder.
Okay.
And we're gonna see if you can make all 7. I'll let you behind the curtain a little bit. You should make it through all 7. We haven't really come up with a way to make like the hardest one. Like, that's a cool question. Where would you bury a hobo? Would you?
I wouldn't bury him.
Nice.
I would cut him up and put him down the garbage disposal, like in different places. Like flush him down the toilet. Right. Go to a random restaurant. Like, oh, can I just like use the bathroom? And while I have a baggie of his meat, flush it down the toilet. So then obviously it's not in my house, not in my pipes. It's just sprinkled around. Or burn him.
That's a lot for a hobo. No one cares about hobo. You can just leave them outside.
Hobos are people, Ben.
They are people.
But like, you know.
All right, fair enough.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
You're right.
I'm not gonna get caught by the police. I've thought about this.
Question 1. That wasn't a real question. Question 1. What is your favorite cereal?
Captain Crunch.
No, we had this conversation last time you were here. Yeah, when you came and picked up your coasters. We sat and talked for like a while.
Yeah.
Okay, question.
Whenever we, like, it's going to be a quick thing, it's never a quick thing.
No, it's never a quick thing.
I'm here for 5 hours.
Right. I 100%. Okay, so Captain Crunch.
What do you want me to say? Like Fruit Loops?
No.
Gay?
So one of the things I like that Fruit Loops isn't Fruit Loops. It's the oops. It's a Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
It's not real. So one of the other things that I'm randomly going to start doing is I'm going to start getting more like candid, real conversations recorded, archive recordings. No one ever hears them, but they're references for me if I need them. / whenever I die, there will be
when you start having dementia and you gotta
Right?
remember about your life.
There will be all these like weird,
Is that an AI? No, it's you, Ben.
right? But I'll have all these hidden, like now. Part of me likes the idea, but then it's also scary that, like, God forbid someone finds them, like the incrimination factor.
You recorded me without my knowledge. Yeah.
But 100%, I wish I recorded that because we talked for like an hour and a half about God knows what.
Yeah.
You did mention Captain Crunch.
Yeah. I love Captain.
So much that you went out and bought some that night.
I did, and I actually had it for dinner last night.
So this is almost also a Pepsi challenge, which was another game that I threw out during a live stream, but we've never actually done anything with.
Yeah. You mentioned it. I can't remember if I texted you, like, I don't know what that is.
Right.
But, like, I never looked it up, so still don't know what the fuck that is.
So it would be this idea of, like, this or that. Like, what's your favorite? With Captain Crunch, I absolutely love all berries or the peanut butter. And for whatever reason, I thought, because the marketing people would have to assume like all berries is the way to go. All kids are going to like the all berries. No, there is a large majority. I would say
of original.
I'll eat the original, but it ruins the roof of your mouth.
But yeah, but if it's in the milk for 2 seconds, it starts to soften. But I like the crunchy of it, because like I feel like the way that I eat Captain Crunch and like how I enjoy it, like dunking them in the milk for like maybe a couple seconds. You pull it out, and then like the coating of like the sugary coating of it starts to kind of melt, and then when you put it in your mouth, burst of the fucking like just flavor of it. Oh my god. And then like obviously the cereal on the bottom dipped in the milk for almost the whole duration of what you're eating it. Like that just gets absorbed into the milk. Like Captain Crunch milk is one of the only cereal milks that I'll drink.
That is
after eating cereal. The other ones, most of them, I pour that milk right in the sink.
Right in the sink.
I don't want that.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
It is one of those fascinating things I've ever heard. Like
I would die for some Captain Crunch. Like if I got a like lifetime supply,
you would want
like maybe I could be like fucking on TikTok and be like all videos are just going to be about Captain Crunch, and then like they follow me. Oh my god.
You got the guy who...
they send me random packages and shit, and it's just like fucking Captain Crunch swag type shit. Oh my god.
You got the guy who shaves KFC into his head, and he gets free chicken now for life. So he's got to find a way.
Get a fucking tattoo of Captain Crunch.
So all right.
On my ass.
Of all the cereals, Captain Crunch.
Yeah. Second best, I'd say Cocoa Puffs, because that's also a cereal milk that I'll drink. But Cocoa Puffs, they get too soggy.
Yes.
In the milk.
I do.
So fast.
I do love me some cocoa.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take that. Do you like the peanut butter version of Captain Crunch? No. I like peanut butter.
I'm not like a peanut butter person.
I love peanut butter.
Like I like peanut butter jellies, but thin coat of peanut butter, lots of jelly.
Just enough to call it a peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, and then like I got on a weird kick of eating apples, 6 apples a fucking day. When I tell you, I shit so much in my life, like daily. I was having multiple shits. When like I'm constipated because of the pain medication. Girl, there was a week that I went a week without shitting. And like I was in the accident, the compression syndrome hospital visit, and I'm like, they'd be like, how long has it been since you have a bowel movement? I'm like, probably about a week. And they're like, we're gonna give you a suppository. That was the weirdest fucking experience of my life, first of all. But that didn't even work. Like, I was on the toilet, about to pass out, because there was a lot of shit packed in there. Anyways, sorry about that.
I was just thinking, like, how much...
6 apples a day, and I had no idea, because, like, I guess it's just all fiber.
Yeah.
And I was like, why the fuck am I shitting so much? And so I brought it up to my friend, and she's like,
Yeah, 100%.
because you're eating apples, bitch.
Yeah, duh.
But yeah, I was on I scooped that peanut butter right out of there. Big old glob of it, and just dip it in my apples. And that was like maybe the first time in my life that I've eaten that much peanut butter.
Question 2. Childhood celebrity crush. Who do we have big crushes on? I mean, you have crushes on everyone. Do they have to be lesbian?
I'd probably say Angelina Jolie. Because,
Circa
like,
Hackers?
Her and like, I think it's called Wanted or something.
Yeah, where she's
they,
bending
like,
bullets.
bend the bullet. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Like Megan Fox, Jennifer's Body, when they kiss in that movie.
I'm so
watched
upset.
that so many times.
They did not promote Jennifer's Body correctly because that movie is fantastic.
It was good. Yeah.
It is fantastic.
But like, when she like burns her tongue and like, ugh.
So
All hot women in every single movie before little me knew she was a lesbian.
like
Everybody loves women.
okay, can you pinpoint the first one and what year that would have been?
I was in.
I'm just curious. Like,
Well, I've always kind of fancied women, so
Right.
like any hot bitch in a movie, like Kate Blanchett, and like one of the Lord of the Rings movies. I was watching it at a friend's house.
you're like, there you go.
It's like that bitch. So yeah, but like I didn't know who she was, and then Carol comes out circa 2015. I watched Carol.
You still watch Carol?
I still watch Carol every single year for Christmas and New Year's. But like, I no joke watched that movie at least 2 or 3 times a week. I still know all the dialogue in that movie. Like I could play all the parts in Carol. But yeah, I still watch it because it's a good movie. Oh my God.
Any male
No.
crushes?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Because we went to a pizza place and you can't appreciate the
I
male
can't
form.
appreciate a male body, like
Yeah.
a good male body.
Right.
Like Jason Momoa.
Okay.
I'd let him hit that. Like, absolutely. Like, Henry Cavill, or
right.
whatever the fuck his last name is.
Like so.
He's a little nerd, and I love that. And he's hot.
All right.
So, yeah, I can definitely appreciate the male body, but, like, celebrities, not, just Joe off the street,
Okay. Okay.
I'm like, get the fuck away from me. But if I see you as Aquaman or Superman, come on in.
You can save my day.
The bed is warm, all right?
You saved the world today. You come.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Hawk tour.
That's the best episode 99.
Y'all are getting all the versions of Courtney today.
Because it is interesting. Because I don't know if boys. Because boys will. Because like I can.
Do men have male crushes too?
I don't think they'll admit to. But there's a couple.
Because there's a whole thing about like men being. I don't know why. Like gay men have it so rough. Because like. Obviously, straight white men,
Right.
especially because they're idiots.
Right.
They're like okay with lesbian because obviously it's 2 women kissing each other.
Right.
But like then it comes to 2 men and they're like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Like-
I'm gonna shoot up your club.
That's so dumb.
And I'm like, you can't have one without the other, buddy. So like, there's definitely like even if you appreciate a male body when you're male, you're like, you're gay.
I can't tell. Yeah.
Yeah, and nobody wants to fucking talk to you.
I can absolutely. I've realized I have a type. I think.
Me too.
I have.
Women.
Yeah.
Women that are kind of mean to me.
Oh, we need another episode. Back in the day, like boyfriend Joe, not muscular, very talented, jack of all trades, master of none, good magician. Like he came over one night with a big block of clay, and he's just like rings the doorbell, and he's like, "Hey, I'm on my way home." Shows me a big block of clay, and he's like, "I'm gonna do something cool with this."
Do you want to make a dick out of it?
But
Put it in each other?
But I see him like 3 days later, and he sculpted this angel wings snake thing. And I was like, oh, you're just talented. But I have a thing for receding hairlines, like a Dave Matthews. I don't know what it is. Like, I love Dave Matthews with a passion. I
That's
love
a
Boyfriend
little
Joe.
icky.
I don't know what I don't know. I haven't fully sat down and
Like
analyzed
when
this thing.
their hair starts falling out and receding back, like you just keep it in a jar.
I don't think it's like the nasty.
Wait, do you mean like the where it's like this and then it like goes back on top,
a little bit like
a myrrh from?
that's too much. That's too much.
Oh, okay.
Like
Too much forehead,
right, just a slight recede, but short hair.
like the Joe guy.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah. I don't know
That
why.
gives me the ick, Ben.
I don't know.
Be honest.
Like, no, I don't know. I'm not
Can't elaborate on it, but that's just your type, man.
maybe, but I don't know. Maybe it's just boyfriend Joe Dave Matthews thing because I can't think of anybody else.
Also, a lot of men have receding hairlines, so like it's out there everywhere.
Right? Just a nice, like, I don't know, slightly broken to be like, hey, look, you're flawed. You're flawed.
Yeah.
Look at you.
And then there's me where I'm like fucking 3 times the normal person in my hair.
Something that you've bought an ungodly amount of. Everything. Spiders.
Robots.
Robots?
Yeah, spiders. Like I bought 20 something at once from one person.
And then but it was like,
It was a great deal, first of all. But yeah, my mom got very mad at me because like I had them just on the fucking one of the desks next to her office, space, whatever. And then like one night I just came home with a shelving thing and put them all in there, moved her shit around, and then she had to work right next to tarantulas.
is there anything that you are ashamed of that you've bought an ungodly amount?
No, because like if I buy so much of it, like I really love it and I don't care what the fuck people think about it. Like the tarantulas,
Right.
my mom fucking hates them. But I'm like,
You were going to make
well,
some money
don't
on them.
fucking look at them. Yeah.
What are the 3 best words to describe you? It's like an interview question.
Hilarious.
Agreed. Check.
Fucking funny as hell. Maybe nerd. Because like I've got a weird selection of interests.
Fandom.
Yeah.
And they're definitely on the weirder side.
And
And
then
the
I'd
nerd side.
probably say gay. Everything about me screams gay.
And
like,
you scream it.
I can show you. So remember the whole 90% of my Google,
Yeah.
a lot of the photos that are in there are just like saved videos or TikToks or anything of women that I find hot. Like so many edits of Aubrey Plaza, Kate Blanchett, Elizabeth Olsen.
You're like a 13-year-old boy.
Catherine Hahn. Yeah, basically.
Elizabeth Olsen, good Paul.
Jodie Comer. Oh my god.
Do you have a thing for accents?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Jodie in Killing Eve.
Yeah.
All of them.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know if I told you. I bought like 2 posters with her autograph on them for eBay. On eBay. For like $50. I'm like, hell yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
So like, I'm like, we're all like I'm crazy.
Serial killer stuff. Like, you're one really bad day away from just being like crazy stalker.
Yeah.
Of being like, hey.
Like I'm one thing away from doing the craziest shit.
Like, start posting videos and be like, hey, my new girlfriend is...
Here
Aubrey
she is
Plaza.
at the mall, and it's like from the fucking, like you see leaves and shit around it, and like she's just randomly going about her day.
Just building a relationship based off of an autographed photo that she may or may not have technically signed.
Yeah.
I like it. What would be your best Groundhog's Day?
What do you mean?
That is a fun question. You've never seen Groundhog's Day. Bill Murray, he gets to repeat the same day over and over and over. That is a generational question. I put that question in there because I was always curious of how many people would be like, what is Groundhog's Day? Yeah, Bill Murray, kind of a douchebag, relives the same day forever. And then at the end, he's obviously a better person. What is your best Groundhog's Day?
Is it kind of bad that like I can't really think of a day that I'd like to live over and over?
You can make up a
like-
day that you would want to live over and over.
Well, the day has not come yet.
Okay, so what day would you want to
It would
relive?
probably be with the new girl.
Okay, so new girl, not the first date.
Not the
2 months in. But you guys
like
are comfortable?
enough time where like I know her. I'm going over to her house all the time.
The stage of where you don't
Like-
necessarily have to knock all the time. You can kind of let yourself in.
Maybe I have a key.
Maybe you have a key.
It would probably be something like, because I know we wanted to go hiking. It would probably be like going to fucking Payson where she was like, oh yeah, it's a really good spot. And like, it looked fucking beautiful there.
So like
I want to live that day over and over again.
Like
Just
a date
hanging
night
out with
day?
her, going hiking in a beautiful place, and then maybe going out to like lunch or something.
and then antique
And
for a
then
minute.
we cuddle in the car.
All right. And then we watch a movie.
Yeah.
Boom.
I have a little projector or something.
All right.
We could just, I don't know.
But a good day.
A good day.
Good day. Hiking.
Yeah, like nothing like fucking, oh, my graduation day. No.
Nah.
I don't want to fucking relive that shit over and over again. That's a lot of shit to do.
Yeah.
But like just a chill, fun day.
Hiking to lunch.
Yeah. Because like
Okay.
I have the like the in-car fucking little refrigerator thing. So
Nice.
like I could pack us a lunch.
All right. So you have to relive, like you're conscious and reliving it every day.
Yeah, I would fucking love that.
So what are we eating? Where are we going to lunch? I guess if you relive the day, you can just change what you eat. You should watch Groundhog's Day. You'd like it. Do you secretly judge people?
Yeah. Not even secretly. You can see it on my face.
What do you judge people for?
When they're idiots every single day.
And what kind of idiot?
Just dummy. Like, especially people who be calling in. And, like, it is the most simple shit. Like, common sense stuff. What the hell do you think that means?
When people feel they're injusted.
Yeah, and then they're like, well, you know, this and this happened. Something simple, like, took too long to fucking answer the phone. What do you think about that? What do you want me to say to you? What are you expecting me to say?
Some internet Karen type stuff.
Change the outcome of this situation.
Like outrage for no reason.
Yes.
Like when people feel like weirdly entitled for no.
Poor me. I'm being inconvenienced. I don't care. When they're just idiots. And it's like something so simple to comprehend and understand.
Like stuff you should. Like,
what goes on in your head? Like, how much lead paint did you eat as a child to make you have this much brain damage?
I hate when people.
And then, like, when people are mean to, like, customer service workers, like a fucking cashier at the store because something's coming up as a different price, but they saw it online for something else, and they're just yelling at them. I'm like, what the fuck is your issue? What do you want them to do? Like, they're trying to help you.
Like, there's this thing every once in a while I see. Like. My socks. What are they?
It's the, like, in Mario Kart, the little things that pop up out of the pipes.
Oh, yeah. What bothers me are people who are like, okay, things that are not my responsibility. So, years ago, I was working somewhere, and they would come up and see me, and they're like, do you have a phone charger? I do not have a phone charger. I'm like, how do you not have a phone charger?
Why don't you?
I'm like, it is not my responsibility.
Yeah. If you're saying that, why don't you have one?
Like, if I was...
Where's yours?
Maybe I worked at a Dave & Buster's, and I'm working the front desk area, right? And they're like, do you have a phone charger? No. They're like, well, how am I supposed to get home? It's not my responsibility. Yeah. It's not my responsibility to make sure that your phone is charged enough to make sure you can get an Uber home. That is not my fault. I 100%...
Or, like, the people who, like, kind of going into the, I need a ride home. They're like, I can't find a ride home. I really wish that, something would happen. They're, like, kind of making it seem like implying that then you should offer it.
Yes.
They're not directly asking for it. It's heavily...
I came out and hung out, but I didn't have a ride home. That's not my responsibility.
Why did you come?
It's not my... Like, I 100% hate when it is... Like, there are certain...
Like, well, that sucks. See you next time. Like, don't care.
Generationally, social norms have changed. But the one that has never changed is it's not my responsibility to take care... Now, if... you don't want to go out, and I'm like, hey, come out for a drink. I'll make sure we're not...
I don't have enough money, so, like, I don't want to be that person.
Right.
But, like, I'm not kind of implying it to the person, like, I need you to pay for me.
Right.
Like, sure, if I offer it to somebody...
Right.
And they're like, no, that's okay. And I'm like, no. Like,
I'll even take the guilt trip of, like, oh, I can't go out because I don't have any money this week. I'll buy you a drink. Don't worry about it. I'll take that.
But, like, don't try to force me to say yes for you or, like, do something for you. Like, my fucking mom just did that to me a few days ago. So, like, mom and husband had a child with a different woman before, or, like, in the middle of when they were, like, off and, going back on. So, like, my mom's known this kid since birth. Like, fucking hate children. Anyways, so, like, the baby mom... she does drugs, and so, like, she lost custody of the kid. So now we have him 24/7.
Yay, you have a little brother.
Disgusting. And he's, like, talking now. Fucking hate it. And he calls me Sissy, and I fucking hate that name.
Would you still be outraged if it was a little girl?
Yeah. I don't care what gender they are. I fucking hate them. I hate them in all sizes and shapes and colors and whatever the fuck. Get that thing away from me.
I wish you were a tween, maybe.
No, not even a tween. Tweens are fucking mean. I wish you didn't exist. That's it. Anyways, so, like, the baby mom, she's been, for whatever reason, coming over with her 2 other kids that are actual devils and don't listen. They're so loud. Oh my God, I've yelled at them so many times, like, shut the fuck up. I'm working. I'm playing a game. Like, shut up. Get out of here. Go outside. Anyways, so, like, it was before I went back to work. I went into the kitchen to make myself something in the... Oh, no. I think I was making some tea, and then I was having some bread, which I, like, toast in the air fryer because it's so fucking good. Anyways, I love bread. So my mom and the baby's mom were in the kitchen and, like, just fucking doing whatever the fuck. And so, like, I'm minding my own business. I'm in there with my headphones on. You can see my headphones. This bitch is still trying to talk to me. And, like, I know she's talking to me, but I'm like, you can see my headphones. I'm just gonna pretend I don't see you. And so, like, then my mom's like, she's like, hey, can you take her to the clinic? And I'm like, you see me making food. I'm gonna be eating right now. She's like, oh, well, not right now, like, in 30 minutes. You're asking me right in front of her, and then if I say no, I'm gonna look like a fucking asshole. In my body, in my soul, I am an asshole. I don't want to do it. But, like, my outside projection of what I need people to see me as, I need to be a good person. It's a fight every fucking day. And so I was like, I guess, put my headphone back in immediately. Don't talk to me anymore. So then, I'm in my room, I'm eating, and I'm like, fuck. Now I'm, like, all done with my bread. My mom's gonna come in any second. Like, can you take her? Sure enough, she's like, hey, are you all done eating? I'm like, you see my plate is empty. Obviously. In my head. But, like, I'm like, yeah, I'm all done. She's like, well... Do you want to take her, or do you want to see if Grandma can take her? Have Grandma fucking do it. Why didn't you ask her in the beginning? Why would I want that nasty bitch in my car? My good car. The car that I love, that I'm trying to keep pristine for my girlfriend.
I just realized that as a game, if we were to get 6 people together and everybody rants and rages...
This is going to be a long game.
I love it. All right, last question. Okay, this one you can... I think we all know that you have. Have you ever social media stalked somebody?
Oh, yeah. We just had this conversation. You know the lengths that I go to. I can literally find anybody.
Okay, but...
On the internet.
But, okay, who's, like, Like, how far back do you go? Do you go back to, like, your first girlfriend from years ago?
I've looked her up occasionally.
Okay, and what are we looking for? We just seen, like...
I just want to see how her life is.
Okay.
Without me.
Okay.
She's married. She got married at an aquarium. First of all, disgusting. That's like...
You didn't deserve me if you're going to get married in an aquarium.
No, like, that is, like... I mean, most aquariums are, like, not great.
No.
For the animals and, like, fucking taking shit out of the wild and just deciding that they're going to be captive now.
Do you have a thing against zoos and animal captivity?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
A little bit. Like, of course, if they're, like, good to the animal, like, it's not like a fucking SeaWorld where they have them performing fucking 50 hours a day.
Like a reserve or a sanctuary or something.
Yeah, okay. Kind of like a thing where, like, they're doing whatever the fuck they want, and, like, they're just giving them food and, like, enrichment shit.
Okay.
So they're not
you were gonna
in a little pool.
All right, you were gonna die in the wild. We brought you here. We're gonna go ahead and pamper you.
Yeah, like, we found you, a turtle, with your flag cut off and your shell is grown out weird. So, like, to give you the life you should have had,
you're gonna stay with us.
You're gonna stay with us.
Okay.
Like the aquarium by resort.
Okay.
That one's good.
Okay.
That one's good. Because they, like, actually save the things
okay.
and, like, make them okay. Not really cool about the whole scuba diving shit that you can go in and, like, see the fucking sharks and, like, the touching pools. Not a fan of that.
Okay. Keep them no touch. Like, just
yeah,
look.
just look at them.
You don't have to interact with the wild.
Right. Like, I don't want child grubby hands all over this poor animal that can't say yes or no.
Right. Oh, it's a consent thing.
Yeah. It's like forcing them to do something. So, yeah.
All right.
Like, back to this thing.
Like, I never saw the zoo as, like, rapey. And, like, I can
yeah, and then, like, yeah, they breed the animals. I mean, to be fair, you can also say the same thing about me and the tarantulas, right. But, like, it's, I don't know. It's not the same.
Okay, fair enough. No,
like, I'm not exploiting them.
There you go.
Anyways, back to the whole social media thing.
Yes.
So, like, not gonna lie, before I had my first therapy appointment with Jennifer, my therapist, I was looking that bitch up, and I found, I think, one of her parents' accounts, and, like, I saw her a picture of her when she was like
She wasn't even an ex.
12.
That's just doing due diligence to make sure that the person going to give you advice is on the up and
But
up.
like, she didn't have a photo of what she looked like, so I don't know what the fuck this bitch looked like.
Right.
I can't have an ugly therapist.
An Ugo therapist.
Yeah. And so, like, I found her, like, unmarried name, and then I found her, and I was like, oh, okay, that checks out. You look like a good person.
Pre-accident girlfriend. Have we looked at her at all?
I think she, like, okay, so it's weird. I think before we even broke up, she, like, deleted her Facebook account. But, like, she still had Messenger, because that's, I guess, a thing, that you can still have Messenger.
You can have Messenger without a Facebook, yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, can't necessarily stalk her because she doesn't have one at this point. Facebook. I know her.
Interested at all of what she's up to?
Not really.
I think that's kind of like where...
I have... So, one of her sisters is still friends with me on Facebook, and then the other one still follows me on TikTok, but has me blocked on Facebook. So, like, I feel like she's maybe having the family stalk me, or, like, still having me as a friend to see what the fuck I'm up to. But, girl, vice versa, I can do the same thing, because, like, their parents obviously have, like, yearly photo things for, like, Christmas and, you know, the holidays.
Oh, that's gross.
And I saw one photo, her bangs look fucked. And that gave me so much joy.
So, blanket across the board, are we hoping that they fallen apart? I mean, that's kind of a junk.
Yeah.
That's a shit. That's such. I'm upset.
Like,
I'm even upset. I even asked that question. That's kind of a shitty
like,
question.
First girlfriend, the one that got married in the aquarium. I'm like, you know, the circumstances of why you broke up with me, stupid. But like, you know, I still hope you have a good life.
Okay, fair enough.
First love, hello. But yeah, last
Do
girlfriend.
you wrong? I hope that you.
I hope everything bad happens to you, and then I somehow end up having our cat that I paid half for.
Okay. So if it ends nice, you're like gonna check in, just make sure you're not doing great, but you're doing okay. You do me wrong.
If I find a fucking, like, a mugshot, perfect. I'm getting that thing on a shirt and wearing that.
I go the other way. I'm like, I don't stalk anybody because I'm like, if they're doing better, I'm like,
I don't want to know if you're doing better. Yeah.
I've honestly never done it yet.
I'll do it for you.
No.
I can tell you.
Nope. I don't.
Like, I won't tell you if it's going good, but then if it's going bad, I'll be like, look what the fuck this bitch is up to. She looks like she don't meth.
That's all.
Then I can find anybody. Proven that to myself multiple times.
I have an ex that used to go those levels, and she was like,
I feel like the FBI could recruit me.
They might.
I would love to work for the FBI.
Hey, welcome to this week's Jason and Whimsy. We have a FBI operative that we can't mention.
Like, if I got information of what the fuck all these, like, UFO type shit, like, I could meet an alien, Ben. If I worked for the FBI, goddamn. I wouldn't pass any of their tests to be an agent, because, you know, obviously I'm broken everywhere, but, you know.
No.
I'll sit in a chair.
I'm a desk.
I'll be the desk person.
I'm the one researching. I can't research in the field.
Yeah.
Just give me access.
Well, I mean, technically, I maybe could, like, hide it in a car. I mean, my car's already tinted to shit, so, you know.
That's not part of the job description. They're like, we just need you to look this person up. And you're like, no.
I got it.
I'm all about going above and beyond. Yeah. You want to know about this person? I'll stalk them.
I need to know what they had for breakfast today.
This guy that you want me to find has a hot girlfriend. I will go off the clock and find out what they're up to.
Girl, and
get on the inside.
Get on the inside.
I'll go undercover. CI wise.
Yeah.
Well, you passed the gauntlet.
Thanks.
No, should we have prizes?
I don't know. Just have like you know, like the teachers who have those little fucking figurines of like, and it's an eraser.
I'll get you something. I have something.
I need a little basket of that.
I got you something that says that you passed.
Maybe a little robot. Maybe a little guy.
Maybe a little guy.
Maybe a little guy, so I can put him in my car. I really want the one. I don't know if I think I sent you a photo, but like you just put it in your, and he has like a little helmet.
Yes.
And, like they do little faces. I want him so bad. Like I don't want to buy him.
That is episode 99. We are now in triple digit numbers. We'll never be back here again. We'll never be in the double digit. I have no idea what that was. It's still recording. New recording track. Due to a change in devices.
Nothing changed.
Nothing changed. All right. Well, I will piece this together somehow. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
billing me out for episode 99. It was good to
catch up, see what I'm up to.
Yeah.
What kind of crisis I'm having.
I don't even think it's so much the crisis. I think it is interesting to see. It is. It is interesting though to see in 100 episodes
the change of I'm in love. I got broken up with.
I got broken.
My shit is fucked up, and now I'm like, life is worth living. Maybe.
And then worst case, I'm gonna rebuild my new life in a different state.
Yeah, nobody's gonna know me there.
That is awesome.
I could be a different person. I could totally do a whole you situation.
Now, you're right. Because most people don't get to, like I don't know.
The neighborhood gay.
Like, the idea that we've tracked an entire person's, like, that's what it's all about. Ben's journey of whatever the hell he's up to. We don't know what and why, but he's doing his thing. You, boom, we got a snapshot in life in which things were great, fell apart, rebuilt.
Even more. And then kind of rebuilt. A little.
Like, the next time you're on after 100, it is definitely a different version of you. So we've legit, would you say that you are, like, we have a different Courtney now? The Courtney that we had the last time we were on, accident Courtney, almost literally does not exist anymore. It's now all post-accident. Good for you. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. Sometimes.
You do have a certain way about you in the way that you handle and do certain things that kind of just blow my mind. But
that's what makes me me. I'm fun. I shock everybody.
Huge kudos to you, though. Like, you came out of this thing pretty well.
Thanks. Almost died.
I don't know a lot of other people.
I'm living.
I don't know how. Now we gotta find somebody else who's broken and follow theirs and see, be like, in a year, I think the only person who did it better than you was Jeremy Renner.
Oh, the guy who got ran over by the little...
Yeah, his Diane Sawyer interview was it is the best thing I've ever watched. My mom watched it 3 times. I watched it 3 times. It was one of the best rando, like, interviews I've ever saw. And you are right there, number 2 for your journey. And we tracked it.
Hell yeah.
You guys have a good night. We'll see you next week for episode 100.
Woo-woo.
Woo-woo. Whimsy.